Hello everyone and welcome back to Middle-earth. This is Lurky's Let's Play of the Lord of the Rings Living Card Game, and it is time for Chapter 3 in the first campaign that is out for the game. We are on the trail. We find a pitiful creature that claims it can help us find Bilbo. But are we sure we can trust the wretched thing? Now that is the question. We will be playing on hard with this deck I made, Heroes of Pelennor. We pack Aragorn, Faramir and Eowyn, quite some threat, but we will see how we can do at this. Now will Gollum be in our party, or will he be there in form of an event? I wonder.
After defeating a colony of Mirkwood spiders, you discover that the eight-legged abominations had been gathering slaves for a host of orcs. You believe Bilbo Baggins was taken south alongside other prisoners. Before deciding on your next course of action, you capture an unpleasant creature lurking about your camp. To your surprise, the creature appears to know the name Baggins. The creature already looks beaten and bruised, so you attempt to use kindness to extract information. However, after being fed both food and gentle words, the nasty thing remains thoroughly unhelpful. Before dawn, a more pressing problem arises. As dull grey seeps into the black edges of night, flying dark shapes begin to swoop onto the branches above you. They rapidly multiply, and before long it's as if you've been caught inside a black whirlwind.
Ooh, are we gonna fight some ravens here? Yep.
I am Faramir, Captain of Gondor.
I do not fear either pain or death.
Now let's see. Reducing threat can be good right away. These are all good cards to have in the beginning. Now will he be playing more? Possible, but I will get rid of this card just so we can redraw something. Now we don't really need the Ravanian Outrider too. Progressing towards this Gollum objective could be good, but we will see what it's all about. We need to persuade the creature to help us find Bilbo. This strange little creature claims to know Bilbo's location, but is hesitant to help persuade him, and that has a value of 8. We have a bat swarm here. On revenge, Black Forest Bats enters play. Ooh. This is a Mirkwood flock. On revenge, Sauron gains 1 resource, and end of round, Sauron gains threat. So we'll want to take out this one as soon as possible. I'll probably do that as my first turn. Let's check the fate events we have available here. We have on 3, restore 2 health to every character, then reduce every character to 1 fate. Huh. Okay, so we could do that at the end of a turn. On 5, every character gains 1 attack on this quest. This does not affect Smeagol. Okay, that's a good one. I like increasing attack across the board. And 7, every enemy loses 2 attack on this quest. On this quest. But does that mean the active enemies or all enemies? I wonder. Now we will see. I will start by taking some things out. I will take out the raven over here with Aragorn. Keeping Faramir available in case Sauron plays a guard creature. I kinda want to play the Star Brooch, but I also want to know what Sauron still has in store, so let's just take out one of these and see what it brings into play. We draw a card because of Faramir's ability. On Vanquish, he draws a card, and that is a Black Forest Bat. 2 attack, 1 health. So we would like to take that out as well. Let's do that.
No living man am I.
And avoid taking 2 more damage here. Reduce each player's card draw by 1. That is okay, we have a full hand for now, so we don't need to necessarily deal with that just yet. I like the idea of playing Galadriel's Handmaiden. Sauron loses 1 threat, and we get a body on board that we can use to block later on or to progress towards our objective. Sauron plays another Mirkwood flock. Seeing that he has one resource left, this would be a good time of playing the Wandering Took. Sauron loses that one resource, and we have another creature in play. Oh, he even attacks that one. That is nice of him. Let's progress with the Handmaiden over here. He will probably pass. There he goes. Now I should stack up some Fate as well. We can take out this one and give him back the resource he already passed. So we're okay for this turn. And I will play Well Prepared, cancel the next event that Sauron plays in the next turn. So we are indeed well prepared for this turn. An Ithilien Lookout. And we only draw one card because this hazard is in play. Cool. So let's take out the other Bat Swarm here. Again, Black Forest Bats, and he attacks right away with the Black Forest Bats. That means I'm tempted to attack here to avoid taking one more damage. A pack of wargs. They have pursuit, and on upkeep, pack of wargs gains 1 health. Wow, that is a strong enemy. So we could block this with the Handmaiden and sacrifice her. And I think that is what we will do for this turn. We will go block. He has to trade in there and is now exhausted with his pack of wargs. Now let's equip the Star Brooch to Eowyn. This way we can progress towards Fate or deal with things on the board. Gain 1 threat every time you play a card. Like, that is, for example, a thing that I would want to deal with right away. Sauron passes, so that is good. We could deal 4 damage to the wargs, taking them out with our first action next turn. We could still take them out this turn with Aragorn's ability. Or we get the Sylvan Tracker on board. Could even play a Watchful Piece, but we don't need it quite yet. This event deals 1 damage to every character. And then at 39, every enemy gains 2 health. So the later they happen, the worse they are, because assuming we'll have stronger enemies, we're currently only fighting a swarm of bats, right? So we might let that tick up a little bit for just now. And I will trade these both in here.
I will smite you if you touch him!
So be it.
It's not really a trade, right? It's an attack. And then we could kill them with Aragorn using our resource here. Because we don't really need to play any of the others, and this way we can deal with these bats as our first action in the new round. So let's see here. We can attack this. See what's on place. A Muck Adder. Muck Adder attacks the character with the lowest current health. Oh, that's good. That's predictable. We could also take it out, but it will attack the Wandering Took. So we want one of our characters to take damage this round just so we get the 3 fate on Eowyn. But are we willing to sacrifice the Wandering Took? I don't think so. We will attack with Faramir.
So be it.
Even though Sauron could still play a guard creature. That is just a spider. And that is good, because we will be taking damage here, and then Eowyn could still have 1 action afterwards.
I serve no man.
The Wandering Took falls. We should we even take out the spider? We could finish our objective, or we could reach 6 fate, giving every character +1 attack. That should be worth it. Let's progress our fate. Oh, Sauron plays an event, and we cancel it right away. It would have been capture 2 random cards from each player's hand. Oh. Okay, so he must not have anything great in his hand if he plays that. We will go up here. Now we could... every character. So we could still play a character and then activate the buff. Let's play Ithilien Lookout.
My eyes see everything.
And you know what? Let's play the Sylvan Tracker as well. We will give Faramir stealth.
They went this way.
So now we can activate this buff, giving everyone we have in play +1 attack. She can now take out the spider right away. And with the Ithilien Lookout... I will progress our fate meter for now. So this will store into the next turn. We could use this. Restore 2 health to every character. Could be good, but it would heal our 2 fighters there. I would like to reach 7. Every enemy loses 2 attack. Actually, it's not that big of a deal. Yet. We don't need the healing. We can save the fate and end phase to see what's gonna happen next round. We draw an Imladra's Caregiver, so we can heal as well. So this event deals 1 damage to every character. We could trigger this now safely and then heal up again. So I will not play Watchful Peace. I will play the Erebor Record Keeper. And I play this first before doing anything with the creatures on board, because I'd like to see what Sauron will play and then react to that with all the options we have. He plays a Wild Bear, a stalwart creature that has pursuit. In this case, I might even want to block with the Ithilien Lookout, even though we would be trading him in, but taking 3 damage on our heroes is not something I'd want to do right now. And the Lookout will still survive. We can now take out the bear with the Sylvan Tracker. And he gains 1 threat. That is okay, we are okay with that, because we are prepared to deal with the consequences. Now Eowyn can resolve this by herself. We can attack the spider with Aragorn here.
I serve no man.
And then trade in the Record Keeper, or attack with the Record Keeper. Sauron passes. Cool, so the board is ours. We can resolve Gollum here.
No living man am I.
Kindness and forgiveness, masters.
The creature gurgles and prostrates before you.
Masters looking for bargains? Orcs go to Hill of Haunted Stones with slaves. Orcs take bargains too, precious. But Smeagol knows trailing words. Find Orcs and Baggins. We can follow Smeagol to find Bagginses.
Should you follow the trail of the Orc caravan, or will you trust this strange creature Smeagol?
Well, Smeagol wants to find Bilbo as well, because he wants the ring, right? I think we should trust him. Maybe that choice will be made for us? We will see. Is there anything great we can still do here? We could play this, but we could also reserve the 1 resource for next turn. next round, or the next part of the chapter anyway. And I will just add one more faith to our meter. We could take another action with Aragorn. I think we're fine. Let's travel. We might hit this event on the next turn. We will trust Smeagol. Gained by day and dark, or gain Smeagol. Huh. Huh. Let's gain Smeagol and see what he's about. If we reach enough threat, he will betray us.
You decide trusting Smeagol is worth the risk. If the creature knows a way to get ahead of the caravan, you'll have a significant advantage in rescuing Bilbo from the Orcs. As you follow Smeagol through the thick vegetation, the terrain begins to dip. Before long, the air is laced with mist and the soil grows spongy. You're being led into a swamp.
Swampses! Yes! Cool, nice swampses!
Smeagol explains.
With frogses, fishes, and snakes as precious. Tasty.
He pauses to crane his neck and sniff the air.
Smeagol looks to find right spot, masters. Safe way through mist and bogs is. Orcs and wagons must go around, you see. No tasty frogses for orcs.
Smeagol continues to sniff around the area, looking for some landmark, some sign that he's on the right trail. He suddenly smells something unexpected. The thickets begin to rustle. The air begins to hum, and unkind things emerge.
So is he leading us into the swamps of the dead? We have some creatures to fight here. Follow Smeagol as he finds a way through the marsh. Smeagol must survive. We hit this event to deal 1 damage to each character. We lose the lookout. I guess we could have prevented losing the lookout, but then wouldn't have had something to heal everywhere. So Smeagol, gain 1 threat each round unless Smeagol's power is used. His power is a random effect, can only equip precious. So I guess we should be using his power eventually. Let's not restore 2 yet. The Sylvan Tracker could die here. I will probably attack with her first, even though this one has Stalwart. But we won't be able to reach this bear quickly enough. Let's attack here. See what they do. Oh, they attack Faramir. Okay, that is dangerous. We may want to heal him or block with some other creature here. I will block with the Erebor Record Keeper. As bad as it is. So the bear is out of play. We could take this snake out, but this spider could still kill Faramir. So I think could heal him by 2 with the Imladra's Caregiver, or we could give him 2 health and block with the Gondorian Shield. And I would... I'm not sure. Healing him by 2 and then giving him a self-preservation would be good because we could get him back up. Let's heal here. I was hoping they would attack Smeagol more. Yeah, now let's heal Faramir and wear this out.
Welcome to Rivendell.
Okay, he takes out the tracker. That's fair enough. That means we can take out the spider. Let's use her for that.
No living man am I?
Place a goblin sniper. Ranged and stealth. Upkeep, deal 1 damage to a random character. Huh. And because he's stealth, we can't attack him. I will kill this bear with Faramir now.
For the sun is climbing.
Now we could kill the orc too, which we will do.
He cannot stand alone.
Now Eowyn's ability or passive didn't trigger here. We still have only 1 fate, but some of our creatures have already taken damage. That's an interesting one. Let's take out the snake.
Living man am I?
We can use Smeagol's power. We gain 1 resource. That's good. We could take away Sauron's resource here in playing the Wandering Took.
No point in sitting around.
And we still have this event. Every enemy loses 2 on his quest. We could start progressing to that, or we could do this one. Smeagol must find your path from this place. At the end of round, apply 1 progress. Oh, and we cannot engage this. Cool, so we will just increase our fate meter here towards the 7. Once we have 7 fate, we can keep it there until we need that ability. And that ends our turn. We draw a Ranger's Blade and another Aethelian Lookout. Now we could even... oh no, Gollum can only equip Precious. Okay, well, Sauron hasn't played anything yet, so I will use this opportunity to equip Starbroach to Aragorn, so he also has an additional action each turn. Sauron plays Hunted, and we have to choose between gaining 1 threat for each ally or discarding an ally. We don't have many allies in play. I would rather discard an ally though than gaining threat here. We will get rid of the Imladra's Caregiver and keep the threat level where it is. We still have these cards to deal with it. But for now, we will play another Ranger's Blade and give it to Aragorn, so he becomes even stronger. A Goblin Straggler. He has Search, so he can attack right away. Onto Faramir. Faramir is getting beaten up. We will take this. Actually, it doesn't matter much. I would use Aragorn to progress towards the Fate and attack with the Took and Faramir, but in the end we could also do the same thing with both of these. Progress towards there. Sauron will probably pass now. So let's attack here.
He cannot stand alone.
There we go. Let's use Smeagol's power. We draw well prepared. That's nice. Let's increase our fate. We are at 6. Can increase it once more. We reach 7. Then we can block with the Wandering Took and just leave Eowyn. I guess we can increase fate further. See where that goes. I don't actually know what happens when we reach 12, or if anything happens at all. We will end turn here. We need to survive 1 more turn until we can continue. Herm Lancer and Galadriel's Handmaiden. That is good to remove threat. Which we might even do here, because we don't have much else to do.
Behold the light of Erendiel's star.
See what Sauron plays. He plays a Goblin Taskmaster. On arrival, every orc gains 1 attack. We're okay with that, because there was only 1 orc in play. I would like to equip self-preservation onto Faramir, just so he starts getting some heal in there. Now we can attack with Aragorn here.
He cannot stand alone.
And Sauron plays Despair, gain 1 threat after attacking this enemy. Okay, so we will gain 1 threat now as we attack it with the Wandering Took. And Sauron passes. Okay. So we did it on this one. Should we add more fate? I mean, yeah, why not? When we reach 12, nothing really happens, and we can't advance fate further. That means I think we will just end turn and finish this part. New round. We can travel now. Draw a caregiver and an escort from Edoras. Now, do we need to use his power now as well? Let's equip Faramir with the shield. Sauron plays a treachery. Let's use Smeagol's ability. Sauron plays a snake that we can take out. Faramir.
So be it.
And he passes, so we can just move on. I will block with the Handmaiden. And only with the Handmaiden. And let's go on to travel. We reach 39 threat now. So there might be an event in this new place.
For hours you wade along precarious and narrow strips of land. Soft ground sucking at your boots, while Smeagol encourages you onwards. You glimpse a tall shape above the fog some distance ahead. Could this be Smeagol's Hill of Haunted Stones?
No, no, precious. Not Cold Hill, not Black Stones, not Smeagol's.
He croaks, bobbing his head at your foolishness.
Haunted Hill, further south. Smeagol, not go there.
He sniffs around the edges of a nearby pool, adding,
Old tower of tall men, that is. Rotten and broken. Oxes and wagons and baggins rest there tonight.
Without warning, he darts headfirst into the pool with a splash, emerging with a wriggling carp between his teeth. He slithers back to dry land and begins to eat it with glee. Suddenly, the water explodes and a giant serpent rises from the pool, its forked tongue undulating in anticipation. A half-eaten fish is thrown aside in panic.
Let's fight a serpent here. Defeat the marsh adder, Smeagol must survive. Okay. And we hit the threat event, giving all of these more health, sure. On this location only, Marsh Adder loses block with 4 fate. That is good. I would like to use this one first. Maybe we can even use both. Yeah, because we keep 5 fate here. So let's use both of these fate events. And that didn't do much. So, what do? We could take out one of the snakes that has still 1 attack.
He cannot stand alone.
Cool. That one's out, so we could just attack into the big snake. Let's play well prepared here. And he cancels the event with Dark Sorcery with his own treachery. A warg. With 4 health, we will take that out with Aragorn.
Serve no man.
And Sauron passes. We now have the board to ourselves. We could reduce threat a bunch of times here. Reduce threat by 2 and do that again. Just to make sure we don't hit any more events, we can use Smeagol's ability. He deals 1 damage to Aragorn. What the hell, Smeagol? That's not cool. So, let's attack the serpent.
I will smite you if you touch him!
So be it.
I will smite you if you touch him!
The Shire!
We get it pretty low, and then we can block with our handmaiden here. Check out the new round. Faramir recovers nicely. We have another self-preservation that could be good, but I feel like we're close to the end of this chapter. Now we could defeat the snake right away and potentially move on, or we can defeat the snake that can actually deal damage to us and even take out the handmaiden.
He cannot stand alone.
There we go, let's see what he plays. An orc. That adds an orc hound. Huh. So we will take damage here. We can take out the big one with Aragorn once again.
He cannot stand alone.
And we will lose the handmaiden. He has pursuit, and every orc gains pursuit. Fair enough. We can take out that guy with Faramir.
Be it.
We draw advance warning. This snake gains block. Fair enough. Its warning, advance warning could be good here, but I'm not too scared of what he could play. Let's just attack with Eowyn.
Smite you if you touch him!
Yeah, Sauron passes, so we can take out the snake, the serpent.
Man am I.
The day grows old as you crawl out of the swamps. Slowly you scale a thorny incline that rises between the bogs below and the base of the tower you'd glimpsed earlier. You guess it was once a signal tower of old. Its pride now crumbled and foul markings covering its stones, so it was taken by orcs. We can travel on. Let's use Smeagol's ability. We lose 1 resource. Fair enough, Smeagol. And do we want to play anything? We could just play self-preservation on Eowyn. Oh, but she would lose the brooch. Yeah, I'm not keen on that. Then we can play the Ranger's Blade, strengthen Faramir. Even though Eowyn would have been good, I'd like to use her for Fate events as well. We can play the Sylvan Tracker or Advance Warning. I will set up an Advance Warning here. Put the Old Wandering Took on guard, and then we will travel. This must be the final encounter now.
As darkness thickens, orange light from orc fires bathe the dilapidated walls of the ruined tower. Your spirits sink as you witness the last prisoners, no longer wrapped in cocoons, marched into the stronghold. Orcs and goblins seem to be everywhere. How will you get to Bilbo? And if you do, how will you get away? You decide to chance entering the tower through a small door in the tower's eastern side. As you quietly approach, the door snaps open and a group of armed orcs emerge. The last of them brandishes a large key with which it proceeds to lock the door. As the door locks with a dull clunk, the orcs make to start their patrol.
So let's take out the patrols first. Ooh, quite a few patrols. Pickpocket the key or defeat enemies to take it by force. Okay. Every character gains stealth on 6th fate here. Let's see. So he has to attack the Wandering Took first. We can remove guard with Faramir here.
So be it.
He trades that in. So we'll want to take out these patrols. Or the Mirkwood patrol, which has guard. And then pickpocket the key. One of the goblins jingles from a belt festooned with keys. You might try to steal it. Okay. Let's take out the one with guard here.
No living man alive!
And take out the other one so we don't take that damage. Discard a random hero's attachment. The Gondorian shield. That's not cool. That was a very good card on Faramir. Now we could keep killing more enemies.
He cannot stand alone.
Discard one card. Play this card to resolve a hazard. Huh. The tower key. Oh, we got the tower key. I get it. Huh. And we have too many cards in hand, so we need to discard one. We will discard one of the Rovanian Outriders. We don't need both of them. He gains strength onto that one. Yeah, I will take that out as well. Sauron passes. We can use Smeagol's ability. Gain one more resource, and we can take that into the next round, or we could play something now. Eowyn. Yeah, we need to play self-preservation on Eowyn now. She needs to heal up. And with that, we can travel. Still, one more step.
After sneaking through the tower door, you emerge into a huge chamber full of reeking supplies, fallen stones, and intruding vegetation. A number of large chains emerge from openings in the floor along the walls. The chains terminate into an iron box bolted to the far side of the chamber. The box bristles with rusty hooks and mechanical wheels. You glide quietly through the room, keen to avoid attention. You peek into the connecting rooms, hoping for clues as to where the orcs are storing their prisoners. Steps are suddenly heard on the flagstones coming in your direction. After a few moments, a smallish orc enters the chamber to rummage through supplies. The light of its torch happens to catch one of your buckles, causing the orc to glance lazily in your direction. For a second, it seems not to have understood what it's seeing, but then recognition flares in its ugly face.
He'll raise the alarm. Can we take him out quickly? Final encounter. With Smeagol's help, try to find out where Bilbo was taken. Alright. So, we're nearing this threat event. One hazard enters play, then restore one quest value to Strange Mechanism. That would be this one. You wonder what this mechanism does. We cannot engage on it. Huh. We gain one threat every time we play a card. Gain one threat at the end of the round. End of round, one tower patrol enters play. Revenge, lose 2 threat. Oh, we can reduce threat by doing this. And reduce player's hand to 3 cards. All of these are quite bad. We can play the tower key to resolve one thing right away. And that would be this hazard.
For the master!
Mirkwood patrol, but he gets exhausted based on our advance warning. Huh. Still need to get through the guard. Let's use Smeagol's ability. We just lost one resource, right? Oh well. Let's remove guard with Faramir.
So be it!
At the end of the round, gain 2 threat. We'll take that out with Eowyn.
No living man am I!
Sauron passes, so we can resolve one more event here. He will gain 1 more threat. With this we can reduce threat and avoid a tower patrol to show up, but then we have to reduce our hand to 3 cards. I guess we can do that. I'll resolve this one.
He cannot stand alone! I serve no man!
Cool, and then we can still play 1 card, which is gonna be the escort from Edoras.
For Rohan!
And we can progress towards this one. Because resolving this one next turn won't matter that much. Discard 4 cards. Okay. Here we go. The Outrider would be pretty good here. I think I can discard the Tracker. We can discard Lookout, Lancer, and the Escort. The Record Keeper will be good to replenish our hand later. He is good at attacking objectives, and we have a heal in our backhand. So yeah, let's do this. We'll also check what fate event we have available here. Spider gains block again. Apply 1 progress to every hazard. Okay. That's not too bad, but also not amazing. We will take out the spider with Faramir here.
Swift, for the sun is climbing.
May I command?
He gains a search action. Takes out the Edoras escort, which is good for us because we can ready Faramir again. And now we can more or less ignore that for a bit. We can resolve... Well, let's resolve this one with Aragorn first.
I serve no man!
So we don't gain more threat.
Leg it! Double quick!
This is a ranged creature that we'll want to take out. We will hit this soon. Restore 1 quest value to Strange Mechanism, and 1 hazard enters play, so we'll have to deal with even more pretty soon. Let's attack this with Faramir.
So be it!
And Sauron passes, so he gives us the field. We can resolve this, we can take out the orc, and then we could use the moment to play the Imladris Caregiver and heal up Eowyn just a bit more.
How may I serve?
Can resolve this with Eowyn.
Living man am I.
And we complete the quest. Awesome, so it was good.
Smeagol has betrayed you. Somehow the villain has triggered the chamber's mechanism, causing one side of the floor to abruptly drop. Your legs slip violently as you flail down the steep angle, fingers desperately grasping for any hold. Amidst the cacophony of sliding rubble, supplies, and orc bodies, you catch sight of Smeagol dangling from one of the chains above.
Goodbye, says masters.
He shrieks.
Baggins and precious. For Smeagol, they are mine.
His shrill voice fades as you slide past the lip of the slanted floor and drop into a rancid darkness. You blink twice before meeting the wet ground with a mucky plop, debris raining down around you. Then a falling barrel lands directly on your head, and everything goes black.
Well, great. That's an awesome victory. Let's check our rewards here. 265 for 275. It's not too bad. It was good that we healed with one of our last actions there, because that increased the surviving hero's health just a bit more. So we've unlocked all of the rewards with our heroes here, gained 3 more Palantir views. That was a really good run. And with this, we finished a daily as well. Play 10 allies with the arrival keyword. We get 85 more valor. So next up we have We Must Away. The pursuit of Bilbo has brought you to a tower hidden deep in Mirkwood. You must be careful not to draw the attention of every foul creature that calls this dark place home. Okay. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I will see you in the next chapter.